Welcome back, people. It's been a while. Sorry about the wait. I haven't had a chance to really create any new content. I've been busy trying to make some moves and so on and so forth. It is what it is. Get over it. So today, I wanted to talk to y'all guys. Y'all are playing the wrong game. What do I mean by this? I think a lot of people out here don't really realize, like, they're legitimately playing a game. The game y'all think is against everyone, everyone else and the government, the man. Everybody's out to get me. It's rich people's fault. It's this, that, and the third. Y'all sound like a bunch of fucking losers. Like, for real, just go sit in y'all grave already. Jesus. That makes it sound like y'all just want to go off yourselves. Okay, so anyway, moving on. The game y'all need to realize that you're playing against life. You and life are playing a game all day, every day. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 a year. And the game is called I Win. And one or two things are going to happen. Either you're going to win today's game, or life is going to win today's game. And just to elaborate on that more, when life wins, those are them days that that y'all just have. It's like the worst day y'all just ever had in your lives. Up until that point, of course. Your girlfriend left you. Okay. You might have had a bad day at work. Somebody might have, said something to you wrong, and so on and so forth. And if y'all let that game, if y'all let those obstacles keep you from moving forward, you've lost without even realizing it. Fix the camera just a bit, just a second. Alright, that's better. But anyway, see, let me kind of give you an example of what I mean, like how I am with me, okay, with myself. So, every day I wake up. First off, I'm glad I woke up. As long as I wake up, I've already have 1 point on the scorecard, guys. I woke up today because I could have just passed away in my sleep. Hey, I'm a bigger guy, Fat people like to die in their sleep. And y'all upset about it. I offended you. Oh well. Stop being such a delicate little flower. Delicate sensibilities. So anyway, I wake up. The game I start playing is against myself. You're your biggest obstacle. I know you hear that all the time, but y'all don't really see. This is what I hate about our culture. We have bastardized so much of our language of the English language. So, like when you tell somebody you love them, it's almost like it has no meaning. It has meaning to you, but you're trying to articulate how you feel to another person, and because the language is so, again, bastardized, your words don't have as much weight as they did, say, 50, 60, 70 years ago. So yeah, when I sit here and I say it's you against you, it literally is. I mean, you're making the choice. Like, okay, I'll give you another example. When a person decides to commit suicide, it's a choice. They felt that they had no other choice but to exit this world. I mean, I struggle with depression, guys. Like, the thing is real. And honestly, some guy, and it's funny because, on my Facebook page this morning, I posted something about suicide or whatever. Not about myself, just, it was like a meme or whatever. And one of my good friends wrote, "It's a choice." And I was like, you know what? I couldn't agree more. You are absolutely right. It is a choice. And it only takes one time for that choice to happen where you're at the end game. You're done. You're gone. Period. But I beat it there. Anyway, it's you against you. Get up. Like, if you have a bad day and you let that stuff stop you in your tracks, whatever you're wanting to accomplish that day, you literally just fucking, oh my God, you let life win. You let life win against you. And most of y'all didn't even put up a fight. I wake up every day and I'm like, okay, it's me against me. How am I going to be better than the day than I was yesterday? What am I going to do today that's better than yesterday? And some days I meet, a goal. I move forward just a little bit. Sometimes I take astronomical steps. 10, 20 steps ahead of what I'm trying to do. But some days I don't. Some days I kind of just stay stagnant. And that's the game you play. Here's another thing. You know how you see people that make like a dramatic weight loss transformation? I was watching Andy Carusella the other day, and he had on I guess I can't remember his name, but he was like over 300 pounds. And basically when he started trying to lose the weight or whatever, people were like, they were telling him he needs to chill out, and that he couldn't do things and this and the third, and he should try this and try that. And he was like, no, I want to do this, I want to do that, and thank you for the motivation to say, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Again, there was one of those trademarks of we bastardized our language. So I'm gonna prove you wrong has kind of basically been watered down. But he got up and he lost the weight, and more importantly, he kept it off. He's kept it off for 5 years now. I mean, kudos to him, man. My hat is off to him, seriously. But like, the thing he said was, when people said that I should relax, my response to them was, I relaxed for 30 years. And it's funny because my birthday just passed not too long ago, and it's my 30th. I'm 30 now. So, and I really took that, and he was right. I've literally been sleeping for 30 years, and this year is the only year I took action to do anything, to promote my business, and I hire people and start other things. Like right now, I'm starting 4 businesses, guys. I'm starting 4 businesses in less than 4 months. Not 4 months from now. Like, I'm literally, the LLCs are made. The people are moved into position. The licensings are being bought. Things are moving forward, bro. Like, my businesses are, again, it's day by day. Just make better decisions. Here's something I tell all my friends that have issues, and they come and talk to me, they need somebody to talk to or whatever, and they just keep saying, I just don't understand why my life's this way, and so on and so forth. And I tell them, and honestly, I don't know why my friends call me. I'm a complete jerk when it comes to helping somebody out emotionally, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you why you're in this position. And basically what I tell them the majority of the time is, every decision you've ever made in your life led you to where you are right now. And that, oh my God. I learned that about 5 years ago, and that's because that was when I was at my lowest point. Maybe 6 years now, I'm not quite sure how to do some math. But anyway, I literally sat there and was like, man, so I could go do a job and make a couple extra dollars. I literally, and it was funny too because my oldest son, his mom was driving by one day when with one of her friends down my street. I guess they didn't think about it or whatever, but they were going down my street and they had seen a man with a child on his shoulders walking down the street with a gallon of milk in his hand. And they were sitting there saying, you know, they're pretty far away at this point. It was like, oh my God, that's such a good dad. Oh my God, look at him. He's doing. That's what I'm talking about. Like it was a heartwarming moment for them, basically. Until they got closer and realized, oh my God, that's Davey. So, you know, that was just a quick little skit. It kind of went downhill from there. But like y'all, a lot of y'all haven't hit rock bottom yet. You haven't fell in your face. Some of y'all need to be quite honest with you, because a lot of y'all feeling privileged and entitled. Like Jesus Christ. Like anyway, like today, I had to humble myself. Right? My wife and I got into an argument last night, and it's really silly. Like we got into an argument because we're looking to go rent a new house. Fix the phone real quick. We're going to rent a new house, and we're looking down a couple of listings, and I found a house that I really fell in love with. She didn't find a house she fell in love with, but she knew what she wanted. I wanted this 2-story house that I really fell in love with. That was, oh my God, it was gorgeous. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, car garage, big nice space in the back. I loved it. But she was basically like, hey, we need to get a 1-story. And I'm at the house, of course, more than you are. You only come home every so often because you're a truck driver. And you know, I make a lot of money, guys. And it was really hard to humble myself. Like I literally had to call one of my buddies and tell him the situation, and he was like, yeah man, y'all both tripping, but you need to humble yourself. You need to understand, hey, just because you're the breadwinner, you can't make it like, hey, I'm the breadwinner. Hey, I'm the breadwinner. So, sorry, there's a little kid doing a little honking thing. Like, I wanted to give him that. But anyway, even though you're the breadwinner, you can't be like an absolutist. Like, you can't sit here and say, because I'm the breadwinner, I want this and it's going to be my way. You can't do that. And I was being pretty arrogant, guys. My wife deals with a lot for me, guys. Oh my God. But anyway, so, you know, I humbled myself and I had to call her back. This turned into a really bad fight. And it was so silly. It was over a house. The houses were the same price too. They were both $1,600. They were both 3 bedrooms. The only difference is one of them had a half bathroom. That was it. Just a couple more square feet and a toilet. So I called her this morning. After I humbled myself, and I just apologized. Like, hey, look, I got ahead of myself. You're the one that's gonna deal with the house while I'm gone. So yeah, why not? You know, and I had to sit here and explain like I've been chilling so much, 30 years basically. So you know, it goes back to that. I haven't been putting my all into it for 30 years, and I've developed this kind of methodology. I heard it from Joe Rogan. Basically, like he was saying, you know, the world wants you to be weak and docile, and just, you know, they want men to be see it all over the place, guys. Like, don't sit here and act like y'all don't see it. But anyway, and if you do, go kill yourself. Anyway, so I had to, back to what I was saying. So Drogon was like, basically, screw that. You should be a monster and then learn how to control it. Because it is better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Let's break that down. A gardener in a war, he will be one of the ones that dies first. He is a sacrificial lamb. A warrior, the one that's had wars, that's been in wars prior to that, he's gonna know what to do in battle. So you should go out there, be the monster in the closet, and let him out when he needs to come out. But you're fighting these battles today to build the future for you of tomorrow. You have to realize, guys, like, every decision you make has led you to the point you're at now. It's almost actually 3 years ago. 3 years ago on the 11th for me anyway, September 11th, I made the decision to change my life permanently. I had a really crappy life, like most of you have. But y'all need to sit up and make a decision of how you want your life to go. I'm sorry, life's not easy. Get over it. It wasn't easy for our parents, it wasn't easy for our grandparents, and it certainly wasn't easy for the rest of our ancestors. But you can make it easier for your descendants. Like Tim Cass was saying, if you want to make change and break all these so-called generational curses that y'all guys are talking about, y'all breaking and leaving legacies and generational wealth and so on and so forth, you understand this. You are the sacrificial lamb of your family. If you are really trying to make the people around you's lives better, you are the sacrificial lamb. I'll give you an example of myself. I want to take care of my grandparents. They're the ones who raised me. I want to make it to where they never have to worry about money ever again. That requires that I must make a lot of sacrifices. I also want to leave I'll say it like this, income producing assets. So I don't just mean property, but businesses as well. So income producing assets to my grandchildren that are yet to be born. Why am I not saying my children? Because if I'm sitting here and I'm making all these changes to sit here and grow my wealth and everything, like, I'm never gonna be rich. I will be high middle class, but I will never be wealthy. I will never be rich. I am the sacrificial lamb of my family. My kids are gonna reap the reward of all the sacrifices that I'm making now. They will not grow up poor. They will grow up middle class. They will grow up in a good environment that I created for them, because I did not have a good environment growing up. Maybe I'll talk more about that down the road, but I didn't make those choices. But anyway, yeah, so, like, come on, guys, like, understand the game that you're playing and fighting. The sacrificial lamb, that's what you are. If you want to take care of your mom, I'll give you some. Let's say you're coming from a single parent household, right? And let's say it's your mom or dad, and you want to take care of them in their old age. You have to go and make those choices to provide that life. You don't have to do it. You're choosing to do it. So if you've chosen to do that, then do it. Like, don't sit here and complain about it either, by the way. Understand, you're the sacrificial lamb. You are the sacrificial lamb, guys. I'm sorry. This is what it is. it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna go down this road. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna make this money. And guess what? It's gonna go to my household. It's gonna go to my kids. It's gonna go providing them a better life. And the other businesses that I am creating slowly but surely, they will reap the benefits of having all the rewards that come of it. So, anyway, know you're the sacrificial lamb.